Good Friday, everyone. How are we going? I know I'm absolutely fabulous. It's been one of those days, people, and those days are every day because you're in charge of it. You know, it's been one of those fantastic days. You put out the right energy and you are going to get the right vibration. So I hope you all are having such an amazing day. I know as I am. The sun has come out. So Melbourne, thank you, because this morning, while I was doing my reprogramming, it was cold, and that's why you can tell I've got my jacket on. Otherwise the sun's out, we get the guns out. So how are you going? And firstly, I'm going to give you such an awakening today that is really going to set the difference between, do you want to start winning in life, or do you want to keep losing and letting all the opportunities blow you by because you're either getting emotionally aggressive, emotionally out of control, so on and so forth. And there's so many things that you see people letting their emotions, not living in the truth, and they're basically living life way below their potential and they're making it up. So let's rock it out. Mr. Matthew Ferguson, good to have you, man. Haven't seen you on for a while. Good to have you on. How's everything going in your world? I'm sure it's been great because you're a superstar and you live by some of these standards. So a lot of people are walking around with no fulfillment, doing activity but not really getting much from that, or not feeling the right way, not having that fulfillment, so on and so forth, blah blah blah, as we all know. The reason why there's a lot of people that are walking around not achieving anything in their life, it is because they aren't connecting with what they want on a daily basis over and over again. And this is the big scary thing about it as well. So what I want to tell you all about and give you a great understanding of that, when you want to discover something in your life, when you want to be successful, when you want to, I'm using words that I don't really even know. I'm just giving you guys an understanding of what they are, because this is quite simple. That yesterday I was teaching you all about the English language, or any language, that the words that we use aren't powerful enough to get us to where we want to go. So check this out. The reason why people are failing, and the reason why the 98% of the population is failing, it is because they are distracted and they are doing meaningless tasks. They are doing tasks that doesn't give them the energy, and at the end of it, they're not going to achieve their goals. It's quite simple. That they go, oh, but how do I know what I'm doing wrong? How do I know I'm going to get the results? When do I know I'm going to achieve it? The thing is that, as I was saying yesterday, put yourself around people that have obviously achieved what you desire, and you'll be able to get your goal. Follow their path, follow their footsteps, and so on and so forth. The thing is, what happens as well that I see a lot of people doing is that they're losing their identity, they're losing themselves, they're losing energy, they're tired, they get grumpy, they start to cry because they're losing themselves in the process, which is not, it doesn't need to be that way. And I see so many people that, they think that they're on the right path, and and they're doing all this, and then they're going to see light at the end of the tunnel. No, because if your journey is not pleasant, pleasing or pleasurable, I just put those words together, the end result is not going to be great. The journey does not need to be hard. The journey can be something which you can grow from. The journey can be something which you can obviously learn from, but it doesn't need to be hard. And a lot of people think, well, I need to strive, I need to bust my ass, I need to put in big hours. Yes, because at the start, like anything in life, like a habit, like anything at all, you need to understand and go, well, you know what, I need to get better at it, so I need to put in the hours, I need to learn the strategies, I need to keep learning and keep getting better. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, that they think that it needs to be hard, it needs to be forced, it needs to be all this stuff. And it doesn't need to be hard, it doesn't need to be forced, and so on and so forth, people, because that's, if it's going to be hard and you're not going to enjoy the process, it means that you haven't asked and answered better questions. You haven't asked the questions to get better answers. And people think, well, I will just do activity. And at the end of the day, what I should have called this live stream is people are doing meaningless tasks that they aren't energetically or vibrationally connected to, and that's simply why they aren't achieving their goals. Well, if you want to flip it, people that are achieving their goals are the ones that are connecting to their goals, are seeing change, are feeling better. People around them are feeling and seeing change, and that's because you are connecting with your goals energetically and on a vibrational frequency that is going to align you and make you into a better man and woman. Because what happens is, you see people that do self-development, you see people that are growing, and what happens is they don't feel that they're growing enough, or they're not getting the result, is because they aren't doing it to their best ability, or they aren't tweaking it that they're going to be able to get the result. I see it all the time, and I see it too many times, that people will go into a seminar, people will learn techniques, people will learn routine strategies and the rest of that, and you see them burnt out, you see them struggling, you see them getting emotional, and they wonder why. What am I doing wrong? Well, only you can answer that. And what you're doing wrong is you are doing meaningless tasks. You aren't connecting to it in a way that it's going to get you the result. And I see it, and you know, more importantly, I feel it, because when you feel someone that's unaligned, when you feel someone that is struggling, when you see it, you feel it as well. And you know what happens to that, being a coach, you know, leading, you know, hundreds, you know, thousands of people as well, it is that people are just in it, but they aren't in it to win it. So they're doing it, but then they're hoping for a miracle or something just to pop out at the other end, or something to happen. But what happens is, there's no miracle. It doesn't happen, you know. I'm like, come on, let's start finely tuning it. Let's start tweaking it, people. Let's start getting somewhere. Hey, Martina, sister, thank you for helping me learn the tools properly. Things are just so beautiful when it flows. Exactly, and there you go. Because I even remember from our obviously our talk through voicemail today, and you can do it. You can learn it, but there's a difference between doing it and learning it than applying it. And that's the difference between winners and losers. That I used to know that I would spend all this money on education. You know, I'm doing all these courses now, and I'm, you know, and I've got all these books and the rest of it. But where I was going wrong was connecting with what I desired and embodying that, and not do it as a separate, I am doing a task, or I become what I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to become a great athlete or boxer, you don't do it in your spare time. It becomes a lifestyle. So what I started changing was, okay, I started getting very clear on my message. I started getting very clear of who I need to be, yeah? And I wanted to get very clear of how I was going to execute the information. More importantly, what was the lifestyle that I was going to execute that was going to support this growth. And once I started putting that together and started to keep working on myself and started to believe, you know, obviously the information, because what happens is people will learn the information, and then they will say express the information or share the information in just one way. And that's why they fail. Because you can keep tweaking, you can keep moving forward, you can keep going over the information, getting better at it, because the world will see it in one way and you need to keep seeing it in another way. You need to keep sharing your gifts, you need to keep sharing your craft. And as I said yesterday in one of my posts, you know, if you're building a brand, which is yourself, if you're building anything, then what do you want to be known for? And you need to keep working at that. And that's what I see. I see people that they will start something, they will learn something, but then they will fall short because they don't keep evolving. They aren't connected. They will do the do, but they aren't doing the do to get the result. And it's simple. They're doing meaningless tasks. So that's why they're getting emotional. That's why they're getting angry. That's why they're getting frustrated with the results they aren't getting, because of all of these reasons, people. It's 100%, you know, it's a fact. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. And you see people struggling today, you know, to uplift their family, to get the results, to lead people, to, you know, manifest whatever it needs to be able to get to the gym. And, you know, it's just a simple thing to have the time to do it. And the reason why they don't have the time, because they don't have the right mindset. And the right mindset will find an excuse and problem in every solution. And, you know, you see that. You see people that aren't in the right mindset, they're going to discover a problem in every solution. I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have that, I can't do it, I'm getting emotional, you know, and then they're going, well, if I keep doing the wrong thing, at the end, maybe it might become the right thing. Bullshit. It just becomes a bigger wrong thing, because you can't keep doing the wrong thing and then all of a sudden, you know, the universe or God or something's going to come down and say, wait, you know what? Let's just change it now. Let's give you a different, like, you need to get it, you need to start to tune it from the start. You can't, do you know what I mean? You can't look in a mirror, a cracked mirror, and see your proper reflection. You need to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And I see that. And what it comes down to, that people are doing the activity in the wrong mindset, with the wrong emotions, and for the wrong reasons. But they still believe at the end of it, they're going to be a winner. And that's unfortunately why 98% of the population are losing. Yeah, and they're losing, because they're doing the activity, and it's like the whole programming thing, yeah? If their programming's off, their thoughts aren't going to be great. Their feelings aren't going to be feelings that are going to empower them. Their beliefs are going to be down the drain. And the action that they take is nowhere near the action that they need to take for them to get their goals. So what happens? They don't get the result. You go all the way back to the start. Their programming, their hardware, their mind. Oh, I can't do this. So you get more disempowering thoughts. I can't do this. I feel shit about myself. Your belief system goes down the toilet, yeah? I don't believe in myself. And then, but what you want to do, let's take more action. What happens, people? Your action starts to get even worse. You lose again. You don't get the result. You self-sabotage, and you create more negative programming. And it happens. But imagine if you program your mind the right way. You spent the time to emotionally connect with what you desire, not by doing the do, yeah? But you connected to what you desire in a way that, boom, you get it efficiently. You know exactly where to go. Okay, fantastic. I've got it. I feel powerful. I know where I need to go. Great. My thoughts are empowered. You know what? I'm on a journey. Everything is getting easy and effortless. I'm getting better day by day. Your feelings. I'm feeling fantastic, yeah? I'm on the process of becoming a better man, a better woman. Fantastic. My beliefs that if I truly connect with what I desire, I'm going to be a better person. Let's keep working at it every day. The more I believe and the more I put in, the better I'm going to get. Boom. What do you think happens, people? You take the action, and it's efficient action, because you have empowering programming, you have empowering thoughts, you have empowering feelings, your beliefs are through the roof. So then your action becomes effortless, and you end up getting the result. There you go, people. You know, it's not rocket science or anything like that. This is a simple philosophy, and it's a simple fact where people are failing, because you need to sit down, even in a relationship. Why do you think relationships are failing? Because you aren't respecting the relationship, yeah? You aren't respecting yourself. You're focusing on the negatives, yeah? Because you have those broken bits in you, those broken bits are going to be sharded everywhere else. And it's simple, that relationships, friendships, marriages, any connection with another human will be broken if you allow your broken bits to be brought out and expressed or shared in the exchange of energy, or the exchange of people's whatever. So And that's a really scary thing, because it can easily be fixed. You can easily become a champion. But what happens is people get caught up doing the mundane. They get caught up with not having benchmarks. They get caught up with not even having goals, with not programming. They become walking zombies. And again, 98% of the population are losing and are zombies, yeah? And you see it. And that's a really big scary thing, because you're seeing everyone where they're at and what's happening, and you know what's happening to the world, and it doesn't need to be that way. People don't need to be in pain. People don't need to struggle. People don't need to keep going, oh, my life's hard, I can't do it, and so on and so forth, or get frustrated, take it out on someone else. It doesn't need to be that way, and you see it so many times around the world, that then people want to blame, and then people, instead of facing the truth and getting it sorted, they will get caught up and they will get distracted doing activity which is going to distract them from where they need to be, what they really need to be doing. And unfortunately, people, it's an epidemic, yeah? It's an absolute epidemic that people are losing their distraction of doing meaningless tasks. They're not getting anywhere. They're not changing anything. They keep doing it, wishing and hoping that something is going to change at the end. The only thing that is going to change is that you're going to slowly start to go down on a downward spiral even more, yeah? Everyone's slowly dying instead of living, and that's exactly what's happening. It doesn't need to be that way, but people want to choose to do activity way below their potential, way below anything, and you see it. They get caught up with doing tasks. If you're doing anything and getting burnt out, then you really need to align yourself. If you're doing something and it's not feeling right, then there's a reason why it's not feeling right, yeah? And it's not because, it's just, let's just smother these feelings. No. Why are you feeling like this? This is not right. We need to finely tune it, because you feeling like this, you participating like this is obviously not right. Let's find a solution for it. And that's a simple thing as well, that people go, it doesn't need to be, you don't need to be on the wrong mindset. You're meant to be on the right mindset. And that's simply, it is so true that I used to think, well, success is busting your ass. Success is burning yourself out. Success, of course, there's going to be days when you are, working on yourself and you're going to be putting in big hours, but it doesn't need to be hard. Yes, you might get a little bit tired, but you can be tired with a smile on your face, yeah? You can be tired with so many other things that are going on, and that's what people don't understand. That you don't need to be getting grumpy. You can do, it's a simple philosophy. At the retreats, we're doing 18 to 20 hours, yeah? It's hot, you're coaching, you've got this and that, you've got breakthroughs, breakdowns, meltdowns, so much stuff going on. You could easily get in the wrong mindset. You could easily start to feel tired. You can easily, when we're fasting for 2 days, yeah? And I'm fasting today as well. I'm cleansing my body. So I haven't had any food since last night. And, I'm taking this special cleanse. But I can easily sit there and go, I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to do calls. I'm not going to meetings. I'm not going to get on that. You know what I mean? But it's a choice to condition yourself, to put yourself in a place to win. Or you can sit there. You can let the emotions take over. You can let bad energy come over. You can surround yourself with the wrong people that are going to amplify and ignite more of that bullshit. And that, again, people, is why 98% of the population is losing, because you are still out of your head, and that reality world is not what you need to get the change. And it's a simple philosophy that you're so stuck doing the wrong that you can't see the right. And I see it, because are you getting the results? No. Is it making you into a worse person? Yes. Are you starting to lose your way? Yes. And then you see these people, they're delusional, say, no, I'm doing it right and I'm not doing this. And I'm like, well, you know what? You've been doing this for 30 seconds. I've been doing it for 10 years. And my coaches have been doing it for 70 years altogether. Yeah. And you sort of wonder, well, people, are you going to face the truth, or are you going to stay in this delusional pit? And it's up to you, Keep struggling, keep going hard, keep going in circles, so on and so forth. And you say to people, and this is the scary thing. This is the scary thing, yeah? You tell some people the truth, where they're going wrong, what they could be doing better, and they lose their shit over it. You can't tell me that. Why are you doing this? Rah, rah, rah. So that's not a good sign of a leader. That's not a good sign of a coach. That's not a good sign of any human being. Because if you aren't open for positive criticism for you to grow, then what I would say, you need to pull your head out of your ass. You need to align with what you're doing, because what you're doing isn't truly what you're doing. If you can't take advice or positive criticism that you're going wrong, or next time you're in a burning house, you're going to go, oh, I better not say that, the roof's about to fall on your head, but you stay in there because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Well, do you know what I'm saying, people? You really need to start to align of what you really want in your life, because if you can't take that, if you can't, listen to people that have been there, that actually care, then at the end of the day, you won't listen to yourself, and you don't care about yourself, because you're reflecting that on others, and it's quite simple. So, look, you need to discover the strategies of finding tasks with meaning. Because at the moment, if you keep doing meaningless tasks, yes, you can use a band-aid, yes, you can say everything's okay, get caught up, use humor, deflect it on other people. But once the lights are off, the dust is settled, and you're there by yourself, all alone behind those doors, that's when it's going to come and bite you in the ass. That's when the truth is going to say, hey, what the fuck are you doing with your life? You know what? I'm telling you, you know, your mind, your soul saying, hey, I'm letting you feel this so you do something about it. But you want to stay in this shit. You want to stay stressed out. You want to stay, you know, doing activity with not getting the results. You want to stay confused. You want to stay when someone talks to you, one ear out the other. If you want to stay there, it's up to you. But others, yourself, your soul and your mind are saying, well, it's not feeling right because I want you to do something about it. And it's always a choice, people, and I've been there myself. So, you know what? You can be the 2% that are winning. You can actually be the 1 elite percent, or you can be the 98% that are losing, that are doing meaningless tasks, that are getting caught up doing tasks that's not growing them, get caught up doing tasks that's not growing anyone around them. They're getting burnt out. It's not feeling well. You know, it's simple. People that do jobs, do you think that doing a job is going to be growing them, that that's exactly what they want to do, that's going to be igniting them? No. Some people enjoy their job, yes. What about relationships? Most relationships that I hear about, that most people, they're forcing the relationship, yeah? The relationship's not filling them. You know, I'm not having sex, this partner doesn't do this, they complain, they're abusive, they're a narcissist, blah this and that, they ignore me. Do you know what I'm saying? What about start focusing on the strengths? What about start focusing on, you know, on the good points about your partner? You don't, because you aren't connecting with the good points, the strengths of yourself. It's simple. You see it all the time. So it's a choice, people. You can start playing at the 1 or 2%, or you can keep struggling and keep losing, yeah? And you see it. You be around the people that 100% want to grow, and you can feel them. Yeah, it's great, you have that. But once people want to start to be getting too big for their shoes, or they want to have resistance in that, you stay out. You stay out to be a mirror, and they want to push the mirror away and say, how dare you show me your truths? How dare you show me what I need to go? How dare you? How dare you? Because they're saying to themselves, how dare you want to grow? How dare you want to do blah, blah, blah? And you know what, people, I've seen it too many times. You can stay there and keep dealing with it, or you can remove yourself out of it. You know, be around people that actually do want to change. You know, people that do want to change, and people that actually appreciate the interaction. Martina goes, how funny to see things in a partner which you see and hate about yourself. And that's exactly it. And it's actually scary, because the thing what people don't understand, that your internal world and what you see in the reality, like right now in your partners, with the clients, with friends, with kids, is simply what you are. You know, you can't see beauty if you've got a cracked mirror inside. And you know, and you see that so many times with people. You see so many times that others, and what's this truck doing? You see so many times that people want to change, people want to grow, but they aren't growing themselves enough to see and be conscious of the reality, or, you know, as we call it, to see any conscious change. And that's because they will do tasks. Well, I'm doing tasks, and I'm doing routine, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing courses. That doesn't mean shit. If you aren't making the shift inside, if you aren't feeling better about yourself, if you aren't relating to things better, if your energy isn't changing, if you aren't changing, or, you know, being proactive to certain different things, then you're making it up. If you're crying, if you're stressed, if you're getting angry, what is that telling you, people? It's telling you need to adjust, that the process doesn't need to be hard. The process doesn't need to be fought. If you have resistance because you are getting emotionally unstable, if it's not feeling right, if it's not making you into a better man, a better woman, more empowering, and then you keep doing it, what do you think that's doing? You're programming your mind, you're programming your soul even worse. So then it's going to have even worse thoughts. Your thoughts are going to be disempowering. Then you're going to be feeling shit about yourself. And because you feel shit about yourself, your beliefs are going to be down the toilet. Because your beliefs are going to be down the toilet, you aren't taking anywhere near the action that you should be to obviously get the result, because your internal world is your programming, it's your thoughts, it's your feelings and your beliefs. To be able to execute that into your internal world, what do you need to do? You need to take physical action, because it's 90% psychology and 10% mechanics, or the 80-20. I like to say, you need to go in your inner world. And you see the people that they press pause to the bullshit, they press pause to the distraction, they press pause to the negativity story that they keep telling themselves, and they keep going within to keep working on their story. What do you think happens, people? It becomes easy and effortless, because you know what? You know, if you go to the gym, once or twice a week, you get tired. Oh my God, I'm not getting fit, I'm getting burnt out. And not, you know, and all the stupid excuse that we keep telling ourselves. But what about if you just stayed in there every day and trained and trained? Every day doesn't need to be, you know, doesn't need to be the best fucking workout, but you're in there, you're doing it at your best ability every day. Then you press repeat, then you press repeat. People get caught up too much. I've got so far to go. Look, I haven't come far enough. And then they get caught up with that. And then because they're not present today, what do you think happens, people? They function way below their ability. Again, that is why 90% of the people are losing and only 2% of people are winning. And it's straight out that. It's gonna move away from this car. And you know, and there you go, people, and that is it's proven facts. You know, I see it so much. I sometimes see it in myself that I will just do the task without doing it to my best ability and doing it enough to get the result. And that's the scary thing as well. People aren't doing it enough to get a result. They go, well, it's not working, and this is not happening. And it's the stars, and it's the moon, and it's because of whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And it's because of the terrorism, and it's because of, you know, it's raining outside. They want to make all the excuse, or they'll blame their kids, they'll blame their partner, they'll blame their coach. And you're just like, well, let's sit down for a moment, and let's talk about the truth for a little bit here. And I know that, people, because that's what I did. I did that, yeah? See, what am I doing? You put the finger there, I've got another 3 pointing back at me. You point the finger and you like to deflect what's going on. But what about getting yourself, put yourself in your pocket, get in the pocket, get down there, okay, boom, let's get this sorted, let's get it sorted, let's get the call done, let's pull out all the roots, let's do this to my best ability, stay focused. And if you're doing tasks just for the hell of doing tasks, you're going to just get those sort of results, people. And you know, it's simple about that. And what do you think happens if people aren't feeling or achieving or receiving what they desire? Do they stay? Do they keep doing it? No, they don't. They don't last really long. Okay, so it's a choice, my beautiful people. You can either lose or you can either win. The choice is yours, yeah? So have an amazing day, an amazing weekend. I know me and my beautiful partner are going off to do some inner work. We're going to have a little bit of R&R. I was going to talk about food today, but I'm cleansing, like I said. So it's been a fantastic day. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Catch up with you during over the weekend. Might see you a little bit later tonight. And it's up to you. Do you want to be the 2% of the winning or the 1%, sorry, of the 98%? Well, I know my choice. Have an amazing day.